Hello, I am Lincoln. So this is weird because today we're not going to be talking about video games. We're actually going to be talking about the Homestuck pilot, which I'd consider video game adjacent because Homestuck is very interactive. But you know what? This is my thing. I get to decide what we talk about, and this is one of my interests, so Homestuck. So first of all, starting the episode off with Wayward Vagabond and Serenity is really interesting. It's clearly not going to be the way the actual show starts, seeing as Serenity isn't inside of the Amber. It's still interesting to see that immediately in the pilot. It's also worth mentioning here that the art style looks incredible. Like, I've never seen such a simplistic art style look this good. As for voice acting, my sibling says the narrator sounds horrible, and that it shouldn't be with enthusiasm, it should just be Andrew Hussey saying it in a very tired voice. I really like the Pokemon-style narration.
It's the one Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your
narration.
I think Chris O'Neill did a good job with that. As for John Egbert, played by Toby Fox, it was done phenomenally. Toby Fox sounds just like how I imagine John Egbert sounding. These are some of the lines that made me realize that.
Thanks, Dave.
This is serious business.
I'm literally wearing perhaps the silliest disguise ever right now, and have been this entire time. Here we go!
One thing I don't like is Dave's portrayal. Dave Strider is my favorite beta kid. However, he sounds very loud and egocentric rather than cool and nonchalant. I personally don't mind that so much, but going online and seeing everyone call Dave the worst character is very upsetting. Dave deserved better in the writing department, however his voice acting is once again phenomenal. Here are some of my favorite lines of his.
John, happy birthday, bro! Christ, I stand corrected. Old man really came through. It's an inventory management crisis waiting to happen. Look, at least arm yourself. Not with those creepy fake arms you got. The Egbert blunders into a mid-ass weapon for the rest of his damn life.
Rose Lalonde also sounds amazing.
I understand you've recently come into the possession of the Game of the Year as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine. Wow. I just lose all sense of composure when I catch the slightest glimpse of his PFP in my DMs.
What?
And last but not least, Jade Harley, once again spot on.
Hey John, happy birthday! And you guys say I'm spacey? Did you get my present? Sounds like the game I play with my grandpa sometimes.
I like how this pilot embraces its origin as a webcomic, not only by having comic panel style split screen, but also having the characters interact with the comic panels as if they're objects. It treats the art style as if that's part of the universe, and I really like that. As for the pilot's sense of humor, I really liked it. A lot of the jokes are carried over from the original webcomic. However, I feel like some of the bits they thought were way funnier than they actually were. Especially the title drop bit, that went on way too long for a joke that doesn't pay off that well. There's a lot of jokes specifically for people who have read the full way through Homestuck and would get these references from later on. Stuff like Jade saying that everyone calls her Spacey, or the arm of Retcon being in the sky in the title drop. The Dad Strife battle was exaggerated through the roof, and I mean that quite literally. I really liked the scene. It does a good job of taking this quick, 5-second gag into an epic anime fight. The story is 98% the same. I'd say the biggest change is the fact that the Pester Logs is now phone calls, but how else are you going to adapt Homestuck? I feel like everybody knew that this was going to happen before it even got announced. Alright, now let's watch the ending scene very slowly and see what we can see. We get a nice look at the mayor inventing Cantown. There's John beating up all the imps with his pogo hammer. We got Dave Sprite and Little Cow being destroyed. Quickly transitioning into Frostbit, which looks beautiful. Jade and the weird flower thing, I don't know what it's called. The observatory by Rose's house. We got Jack Noir, Carcat and his Lucis. A cooler shot of Jack Noir. Andrew Hussey. Befri, Aridin, Gamzee, Equius, Vriska, Terezi, Kanaya, Nepeta, Solux, Tavros, Aradia, and Carcat.